Good morning. It's Wednesday today, and I have a boatload of stuff to do today. I have some appointments that I gotta go to today that I definitely want to take you along for. It's gonna get a little personal, vulnerable story time kind of thing. I want to be as real and transparent with you guys as possible, and yeah, I just feel like, you know, I wouldn't want to hide this anyway. I mean, so many people do it, and I just think it'll be fun, and you're crooked. Why does this always happen to me? What's going on here? So yeah, I'm gonna make breakfast. I haven't eaten anything. It's almost 10 o'clock, and I've been procrastinating because I was like making TikToks and stuff, and I talked to Soph for a bit. And yeah, so I'm gonna make some breakfast, and then we're just gonna have a little chit chat. We're gonna talk. I'm literally just taking you through my day with me, so nothing super crazy going on today. This is my last week before I go back to school, so that's really sucks. It's already Wednesday. We're just gonna shift through the day, and hopefully you find this eventful. Yeah. Okay, so I literally just have some leftover ham here from last night that Brett and I made, and then we have some eggs, bloobs, and some sourdough bread. So I think I'm just gonna scramble or whip something up really quick. Okay, first things first, I just want to say, this is bomb. I didn't know this was going to taste so good, but obviously I started eating it already because we all know I'm famous for that. But we have our micronutrients, we have our protein, carbs, and fats. Sourdough is literally like my all-time favorite bread. You should get on the sourdough grind if you don't already love sourdough. That's all I gotta say. It is snowing out again. Lovely. My apartment is such a freaking mess. I need to deep clean really bad. Lately, I've been deep cleaning on Fridays. I don't know why. Fridays are just like my jam to deep clean. So I recently got a steam mop. Loving it. The best purchase I think I've ever made, genuinely. I also got a new vacuum for Christmas. Also, I hope your guys' Christmas was lovely. I got a new vacuum for Christmas, so like it makes cleaning so much easier now and actually enjoyable. I have this dinky vacuum. It was literally $50 at Canadian Tire. Don't ask me why we got a $50 handheld plug-in vacuum. It literally has a 2-foot long cord. It was awful. So makes cleaning better. So I might do that today, but I'm gonna get ready. I did kind of start doing my makeup earlier, and then I was like, wait, why don't I just wait to do this with you guys, and then I can kind of tell you what the heck is going on today. I also want to talk to you about some books that I've been reading. We're gonna have a little bit of a conversation, okay? Anyways, so I'm gonna finish getting ready. I don't really have to get ready too much because for my appointment, my makeup's probably gonna be wiped off anyway, so. Okay, here's the thing. Every time I try to vlog, the sun always decides to come out, which isn't a bad thing. It just like kind of screws with the lighting a little bit, you know? Okay, so I did already kind of do the base of my face. I'm just gonna blend it out a little more, but I just used, if you watched my first video, you know, you can't really see it, but I raved about the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I absolutely love this stuff with every single fiber of my being, okay? I will never pass it up. It's like not really as heavy duty as a foundation. It's classified as a foundation, but I would categorize it more as like a tinted moisturizer. My cat is actually going berserk behind me. Hi! You have to be the star of every single YouTube video I do. So I figured I would just like have a little chit chat with you. So today I have a I am getting my Botox done today and lip injections. I am like 99.9% sure I'm doing the lip injections. So I started getting Botox about 3 years ago, not for cosmetic purposes. I was actually getting it because I was getting awful migraines, and my doctor was actually the one who recommended it to me. I get it twice a year, and the first time I ever got it, I remember the pain, like the migraines that I was getting, like 10 times worse than what I was normally used to. So he was like, when it comes to migraines, the first time you get Botox, you don't really notice a difference the first time anyways. So if you find that you're getting more headaches more frequently, it's normal, whatever. So yeah, went along with it, and I literally told myself I would never get it again. But then when I talked to my doctor, he said try it out one more time and see how it goes. So I did it once more, and I never got a headache. Never got a single headache. So now I get it about twice a year, I want to say. Best decision I have ever made. And if you are like me, so I have very, very, very strong forehead muscles. My forehead's always flexed. Like I'm always like raising my eyebrows. Botox just helps relax the muscles so I don't get as bad of headaches, and it decreases my migraines. And then I am getting lip injections, I think, today as well. So first things first, I just want to say, like, a disclaimer. I should have said this before the Botox, but you don't need to have an issue with yourself, or there doesn't need to be something wrong in order for you to get cosmetic enhancements. For myself, however, like, the only reason why I do Botox is partially because of my headaches and because it makes my forehead look very smooth. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, if I didn't have the issues that I had with my lips, I probably wouldn't do them. Before I was born, my biological mom, she did do drugs and alcohol. She is an addict, and it led me to having severe difficulties growing up, cognitively mostly. It didn't really show much in my face, but it was very hard for me to learn, basically, growing up. It really sucked because I was very delayed. You know, my reading and my writing and the way I'd pronounce words was just very different from the way that everybody else would. I was almost held behind, and I had a good support system at school, but other than that, like, I didn't have the greatest family life growing up. It was very hard. So anyways, my lips have always been a huge insecurity of mine because one of my lips, as much as you might not be able to tell, is actually slightly cleft on the, I believe it's this side. I can't tell when I'm looking in the mirror. It's more so when I'm looking through like a mirrorless camera, when I'm like so for example, when I'm editing myself on YouTube, I can, obviously you might be able to tell that my lip they're not even. So it has just always bothered me in pictures, whenever I've seen myself talk, whenever I do presentations for school and I've had to record myself. It's just always been something that's really bothered me. And I've definitely grown into my face more as I've aged. When I was younger, my nose didn't really fit my face that much. My mouth was really small and my ears were like huge. So as I've grown older, I've definitely grown into my face more, but there are things that I am definitely insecure about. And my lips, I don't necessarily hate the size of them. I actually really like the size of my lips. They're just not even. And I can see it, but like I know so many other people can't see it. So technically I don't even have to justify myself to you, but I do like being open and honest, and I get comments on like TikTok and stuff and Instagram, and so many people just assume that you've come from so much. And when I tell you that that's not the case, I'm telling you that's not the case. So yeah, it's just always been something that I've thought about getting done, and I have put it off for a very long time because I figured, you know, oh, maybe they'll like even themselves out. And I went to talk to my derm, I want to say in the summertime. My friend Sam came down and we were talking about it, and he said that he could fix it, but it would involve getting filler. And at first I was kind of turned off. I was like, ugh, like I didn't have issues with filler, but I didn't really want to get it. And he kind of explained to me what he could do for me. And the reason why I love my doctor so much and I trust him so much is because he loves to make people feel beautiful without necessarily changing their face and doing any huge enhancements to it. So yeah, we just talked about it for a long time, and he just provided a very safe space for me to be open and vulnerable with him. And yeah, so I think I've decided that I'm gonna go through with it, but I never know until I actually get there. Like I said, I'm really nervous, but I think that in the end it will look really good. And I think part of me was kind of discouraged to talk about it on my platforms because so many people are getting hated on because they're doing something that simply makes them feel beautiful. And I'm so against that. I think if you want to go and get a breast augmentation because you've always been very insecure about your chest, which I always have. I remember I was 19 and I had saved up money specifically to get a breast augmentation, okay? This is true. This is like straight facts. And my friend's mom told me, wait till you're 24. Just wait till you're 24, and if you're still unhappy, get the breast augmentation. I remember I had done so much research, like Courtney King, Robin Gallen. I listened to their stories and I was like, you know what, like I am actually so happy with my body that I don't feel the need to do this anymore. So yeah, I am not against, obviously, any sort of surgeries whatsoever. If you think it's going to make you feel better about yourself at the end of the day, or you are doing it for yourself, then that is all that matters. As long as you're doing it for yourself and not anybody else, because it is your body at the end of the day and you have 100% control over what you do. Not everybody is going to agree with what you do as well. So that is just what I've learned, and I think that's why I'm sharing it with you, is because I frankly don't care what people think, and no matter what, people are going to judge you. So I'm going to take you along to my appointment with me. And yeah, maybe if you are thinking about Botox or lip injections and you've been really wanting them, but you're not sure, do your research. First of all, talk to your doctor. Please talk to your doctor. As long as you know that you are still beautiful, even if you don't have any surgeries or fillers and Botox, as long as you know that you are beautiful, that's all that matters. And if these are just gonna make you feel better about yourself, then girlfriend, you have my hype and my support. I'm here to support you. I feel like not a lot of people are very vocal about getting lip injections and breast augmentations or Botox because they're just so afraid of the backlash. But you know what? No matter what, there's gonna be people who are gonna give you backlash. So give them something to hate you for. I mean, really. And if this is just something you disagree with, that is totally okay. You are allowed to have your own personal opinion about this. We are all entitled to our own opinions. But I just please ask that you keep your opinions to yourself. If you disagree with what I'm doing, I mean, it's not really up to you. It's up to me, and I would just ask you to log off this video. So yeah, I'm gonna take you with me. I'm really stoked to do it, but I am very nervous. He is going to be doing, I believe he said 1 cylinder. Is that what it is? 1 cylinder? 1 syringe. I'm just not the smartest. Okay, when it comes to the books, give me all the books. I'll give you an A+. But like sometimes my choice of words are just, I'm like, what? Yeah, I just get very confused. I really confuse myself. Anyways, if I remember correctly, he said he wanted to do 1 full syringe. Said, no, like, I think I just want to do a half a syringe. And he's like, believe me, trust me, if you want to do a half syringe, we can. But I think we will get better results if we go through with the full syringe. So I trusted his opinion, or I'm trusting his opinion. We're gonna go through with it. So I'm gonna be quite swollen for a couple of days. Botox, I'm really excited for that because, like I said, I've been getting it for 3+ years now. And to be honest, best decision I've ever made in my entire life. I also need to go to PetSmart today because I need to pick up some litter for Zeus, and I need to get some more food. So I need to stop at the vet because he is an expensive baby and he's on a vet diet. I think this is really like all I'm gonna do for my face, because when I put my foundation on this morning, I was like, okay, they're just gonna wipe it off anyway. I think I'm just gonna kind of leave it at that. You know what? I'm gonna put on a little bit of blush, okay? I'm just using the Milk Makeup Cream Blush, and this is in the color, what is it? Work. Also, you guys, do you see this? He killed Harold. To be honest, I'm actually very upset because Harold was doing so well before this little monster. Okay, so I do want to talk about a couple of things really quick. So here's the thing. I have been drowning myself in Colleen Hoover books. I used to be the biggest bookworm known to man. It was bad. I actually stopped reading because I thought I was being unproductive. I would literally just sit in a corner, curl up, and get lost in a book for hours. I was very nose deep in this book. It is called Verity by Colleen Hoover, if you haven't already seen it all over TikTok. I read the summary and I was like, okay, that sounds pretty good. A mix of spooky and spicy, like I'm here for it. So I ended up purchasing it. As soon as I started, I could not stop. It was genuinely a page turner. I wish I could wipe my memory and reread this book. And then I just finished this one yesterday. And I started reading this one 2 days ago, and then I only got like halfway and I just put it down and I finished it last night. But I wish that I read Ugly Love first, because Verity, it's like suspense the entire way through the book. Whereas this book, it kind of takes a while. After you read Verity, you're kind of just like expecting something from Colleen. But then I finished it last night. And I genuinely needed time to process and figure out how I was feeling, because in that moment last night, I was not doing too hot. My heart kind of like sank to the bottom of my chest. Anyways, so I started to pick up reading again because reading was just like my savior in high school. I was never really good at reading. Like I said, when I was young, I really struggled with it, and it was always something that I really wanted to get good at. I remember teachers in like grade 4 or 5 would put me on the spot in front of my whole class to read aloud. And I was so delayed and behind that I couldn't pronounce a lot of the words that other students could, or I wasn't as advanced advanced as other students were. Once I kind of started to mature a little more cognitively, when I was in high school, I finally was able to catch up. And I also had the support of one of my amazing friends. Funny coincidence, we actually dated in high school, and he is like probably the smartest man on this earth that I know. And he stuck by me throughout all of grade 11 and 12 and just helped me and tutored me, and it was just the best one-on-one learning I'd ever received in my entire life. And anyways, he ended up just really helping me, and I ended up getting really into reading this year. I told myself I was gonna get back into reading and I wasn't gonna punish myself for loving reading again. So here we are. I'm gonna go get more books, I think, today. My appointment is at 2:30. I don't think I'll actually be able to take you into my appointment with me. I don't actually think they allow cameras in there, but I'll bring you. I won't actually film the process of like getting the injections done. I'll maybe just talk to him about this time, and then maybe next time I'll bring you in. But you will be there before and you will see the aftermath. So yeah. Okay, Brett's gonna be home soonish for lunch. It's 12:30 right now, so I think I'm gonna eat something and then head to Indigo, get some more books. I'm dressed so casually today, like Gymshark jumper and these bootleg sweats that I got from Dynamite, I believe. But anyways, I was looking over my, can you not eat my foot? Thank you. I was looking over just like my plan for the week. I use my iPad and I just have a Etsy planner on here. Anyways, so I do all of my like planning and prepping and everything on here. And I was just looking over some of my goals and I figured I would talk to you about them since it's the new year and all. So, oh my God, I just realized this is my first YouTube video of 2022. Heck freaking yeah. I always try to categorize my goals into physical goals, career goals, environmental goals, and mental goals. So I have kind of a few things listed for each. Nothing crazy, you know, things that are doable, or at least things that I believe are doable. So I listed some things down and I like to kind of just like read over them every week just to like see where I'm at with them. One of them being for physical, I have a lot of body goals that I want to accomplish. I really want to grow my glutes. I want like juicy glutes, you know? That's like a huge goal of mine. But one thing I actually have to do, speaking of which, is I need to eat lunch. The hardest part for me is definitely eating. I definitely find it challenging. I feel like bulking in general is so hard. Especially when you are the type of person when you get anxious or when you're stressed. And I'm the type of person when I get anxious and stressed, I don't eat. Like my appetite just hits a wall. Speaking of new year, if you are somebody who has just been wanting to get into the gym more, maybe you need a teacher or a guide or somebody just to kind of like lay an exercise program out for you, I do have programs that I created a few months back. The app is called Superset. It is a web browser app. I'll link everything down below, but I do have a 10 weeks to strength program as well as I have a month-to-month subscription program. And that's kind of just like gives you workouts sort of things. You kind of have the freedom to pick and choose what you want to do, as well as there's macro calculators. I have some recipes in there. And yeah, so I'm planning on really focusing and updating that once I graduate, just because as of right now, I do not have time. Next I see you, I will probably be in the car, so I'll see you then. Okay, I'm here outside of the clinic now. I ended up getting my books. I got It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, and then I also got Confess by Colleen Hoover. So I'm gonna read these. I'll let you guys know how these ones are. I'm really excited. I'm gonna go into my appointment. I'm pretty nervous. I just wanna get it done and over with. I'm sorry, but how pretty is this plant? I honestly cannot remember the floor. How the heck do I get there? Derma Medica, 200, baby, 200. I'm like so nervous and I don't know why. Okay, I have the number on my lips right now. They feel so weird. And I'm just waiting for the doctor to come in. This is exciting. My tongue is kind of numb too. Don't know how well I'll be able to talk after, so. Wow, I'm really trying to get used to these right now. They're still very numb and I feel like I'm gonna drool everywhere. Anyways, this is what they look like. Told me they'd swell for a couple of days at most. Okay, so I just got home. You can kind of see bruising on that side there, but they're gonna get even more swollen tonight. So I just gotta wait a couple of days and then the swelling should go down. So it's the next day and honestly, okay, they're very bruised and like swollen. Still, apparently today's supposed to be pretty bad. But they don't look too bad. After I worked out, like before I went in, they were very swollen. I'll insert a picture. They were very swollen, and now they've definitely kind of, sorry, I'm looking in the viewfinder, but like they're way better now. So anyways, yeah, I figured I would just keep you updated. I'm gonna show you what they look like tomorrow as well, and then I'll like wrap up the video. Good morning. I realized that yesterday I forgot to show you guys what they look like. I do have a picture of it. I'll insert it here. But I forgot to film an outro for you guys, so I was editing my vlog this morning and figured I would just pop on, say hello. Anyways, hello. So this is what they look like day 4. I'm very happy with them. I think that they're still a little bit swollen and they still have a little bit of bruising on the corners there. Yesterday though was so bad. Like the bruising was, she was not pretty. But I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and you know, these types of videos aren't for everybody, but I just think it's amazing how somebody can help somebody feel more confident and more beautiful within themselves. And yeah, so that's kind of why I wanted to document this journey, and I like watching these kind of videos. I think they're fun. But don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel because it really supports me, and I will see you in the next video.